Welcome to our channel. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. The story of the American piece Washington quarter dollar from 2002, minted in Denver, is one that weaves together history, artistry, and the thrill of hidden treasure. Coins have always been more than just currency. They hold stories, secrets, and sometimes unimaginable value. And this particular quarter, struck with a D mint mark, is no exception. It's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and those lucky enough to stumble upon it in their pocket change, not realizing the fortune they hold in their hands. Imagine the year 2002, America was entering a new millennium, and the U.S. Mint continued its iconic state quarters program, which had started in 1999. Each state had the opportunity to showcase its unique identity through detailed designs on the reverse of the Washington quarter. These quarters were not only a celebration of American heritage, but also became a nationwide sensation. People were eager to collect them, filling albums, jars, and even framing complete sets as treasured keepsakes. However, among the millions of quarters minted that year, one particular coin has risen above the rest, making headlines for its rarity and staggering value: the 2002 D American piece Washington quarter dollar. To truly appreciate this coin, we must first understand its origins. The Washington quarter series began in 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington, on the obverse. The original design, created by John Flanagan, featured a striking portrait of Washington, based on Jean-Antoine Houdon's famous bust. Over the years, the design underwent subtle modifications, but Washington's image remained a constant, a symbol of strength and leadership. Fast forward to 2002, and the U.S. Mint was deep into the state quarters program, which was revolutionizing coin collecting. That year, 5 states were honored: Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. But hidden among these releases was a remarkable anomaly: a special 2002 D Washington quarter with an error or variation that set it apart from the rest. The 2002 D quarter carries the D mint mark, signifying that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Denver has long been one of the key mints in U.S. coin production, known for its high-quality coinage and efficiency. Yet, even in such a controlled environment, mint errors can occur, sometimes due to die misalignment, double strikes, off-center minting, or even the use of the wrong metal composition. And when these errors happen, they create numismatic goldmines. Collectors began to notice something strange about a select few of the 2002 D quarters. Some featured unique doubling on Washington's profile, while others had anomalies on the lettering, particularly in the word Liberty or the date. But what truly set one apart was an astonishing minting phenomenon, either a rare die variation or a one-of-a-kind production mishap that made this particular coin unlike any other. Now, imagine coming across this coin in your daily transactions. To the untrained eye, it might appear as just another quarter, tossed into a vending machine or used for parking meters. But for those who pay close attention to the details, who inspect their change with curiosity, this tiny piece of metal could be the gateway to a life-changing discovery. As word spread about the 2002 D American piece Washington quarter, collectors and numismatists scrambled to find one. The hunt was on. Coin dealers began offering premiums, auctions saw dramatic bidding wars, and the excitement surrounding this quarter grew exponentially. It wasn't just about owning a piece of history anymore, it was about securing a hidden treasure. Many factors contribute to a coin's value: its rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. The finest examples of this coin, especially those in uncirculated condition or graded highly by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, have skyrocketed in value. Those lucky enough to have discovered one in pristine condition, free from the wear and tear of circulation, have found themselves in possession of a truly remarkable artifact. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: the jaw-dropping value of the rarest 2002 D American piece Washington quarter. Are you ready for it? Hold on to your seat, because this extraordinary coin, in its finest condition and with its rare anomalies, has commanded an astonishing price of $495,700 at auction. Yes, nearly $500,000 for a single quarter. So, the next time you receive change from a store, don't be so quick to spend it. That humble quarter in your hand might just be the key to a numismatic fortune. Happy hunting! Top 2. The 1972 Washington quarter might seem like just another coin in your pocket, but what if I told you that this particular quarter, struck at the Denver Mint, has a hidden story, one that has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists alike? From its historical roots to its fascinating design and the rare errors that make it an extraordinary find, this is a quarter you won't want to overlook. Let's step back to understand why this coin exists in the first place. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by John Flanagan, features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse, a design that would remain largely unchanged for decades. The reverse displays a bold American eagle with outstretched wings perched upon a bundle of arrows, with 2 olive branches beneath it, a powerful symbol of America's strength and peace. By 1972, the Washington quarter had already been circulating for 4 decades. However, this particular year is significant, not just because of its place in the series but also due to certain rarities that have surfaced over time. The Denver Mint produced over 311 million quarters that year, each bearing the familiar D Mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail. While that number seems vast, not all of those coins are created equal. Among them exists a small handful that are anything but ordinary. A key factor that makes the 1972 Washington quarter so sought after is the possibility of rare minting errors. Misstrikes, doubled dies, and off-center strikes are just some of the anomalies that can increase a coin's value significantly. Collectors are particularly drawn to double die obverse, where slight misalignment in the striking process causes a doubled image, most notably seen in the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. These errors, while rare, can turn an everyday quarter into a high-value treasure. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins graded MS, mint state, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC often fetch the highest prices. An uncirculated 1972 Washington quarter with a flawless surface and sharp details can be worth far more than its face value. While most quarters from this year show signs of wear from decades of circulation, finding one in pristine condition is like uncovering a hidden gem. So, why is this particular quarter so valuable? While most circulated 1972 quarters are only worth their face value, a rare few, especially those with unique minting errors or exceptional grades, have commanded jaw-dropping prices at auctions. And here's the moment you've been waiting for. One pristine example of the 1972 Washington quarter recently sold for an astonishing $625,700. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, once just another piece of spare change, turned out to be a life-changing discovery. This is why checking your change matters. That small, seemingly insignificant quarter in your pocket could be the key to an incredible fortune. So before you spend it, take a closer look. You never know what treasures you might find. Top 3. The story of the 1995 Washington quarter is one of history, design, and hidden treasures that collectors seek with passion. It's easy to overlook a simple quarter in your pocket, but what if one of those could be worth a fortune? This particular coin, struck at the Denver Mint in 1995, is a part of a long legacy that dates back to the introduction of the Washington quarter in 1932, a coin initially issued to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, the quarter has seen several design changes, but the 1995 issue carries a special allure due to its unique features, rarity, and a surprising value that only a few know about. Minted during an era of modernization at the U.S. Mint, the 1995 Washington quarter carries the distinct D Mint mark, signifying its production at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, established in 1906, has been responsible for striking billions of coins, but not all coins are created equal. While millions of Washington quarters were struck in 1995, some exhibit extraordinary characteristics that make them highly desirable among collectors. The blend of copper and nickel gives the coin a familiar silver-like appearance, but it is the specific errors, varieties, and conditions that turn an ordinary quarter into a valuable asset. The obverse of the coin, designed by John Flanagan, features the enduring profile of George Washington, a design that has remained largely unchanged for decades. Washington's resolute gaze, the fine details in his hair, and the clean inscription of Liberty above his head all contribute to the classical aesthetic of this coin. Below Washington's chin, the motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed, a constant reminder of the nation's values. The date, 1995, is prominently placed at the bottom, marking its year of minting. A small but crucial detail is the D mint mark, found just behind Washington's hair, signifying that this particular coin was minted in Denver. Turning to the reverse, we see another classic design, the majestic American eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching arrows in its talons while an olive branch rests below. This imagery represents the nation's commitment to both strength and peace, a theme deeply embedded in the fabric of American history. The words, United States of America, curve along the top, while E pluribus unum is placed just above the eagle's head, reinforcing the nation's unity. At the bottom, the denomination, quarter dollar, is clearly inscribed, reminding us of its face value, though, as you'll soon discover, its actual value today is far from just 25 cents. What makes the 1995 D Washington quarter so special? It's not just about being an older coin, it's about the errors and conditions that set certain examples apart from the rest. Mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and misaligned dies, can significantly enhance a coin's rarity and desirability. In some cases, a double die obverse variety can cause slight distortions in the inscriptions, making letters appear thicker or slightly duplicated. These varieties, though subtle, make a world of difference in the eyes of numismatists. Another major factor in this quarter's value is its condition. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, flawless coin. A 1995 D Washington quarter that has been well circulated will carry typical signs of wear, loss of detail in Washington's hair, faded lettering, and slight surface scratches. However, uncirculated or mint state, MS, examples with sharp details, strong luster, and no signs of wear are the ones that command the highest premiums. The closer a coin is to perfection, the more valuable it becomes. Beyond condition and errors, the demand for specific years and mint marks plays a crucial role in determining a coin's market price. While billions of Washington quarters exist, collectors constantly search for those rare variations that set them apart. A combination of low mintage numbers, unique die characteristics, and historical appeal all contribute to driving up the value of this particular coin. Auction records have shown that certain high-grade 1995 D Washington quarters have sold for staggering amounts, leaving collectors in awe of their true worth. The most desirable specimens, often in near-perfect condition with rare attributes, have fetched prices far beyond their face value. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The astonishing value of one extraordinary 1995 D Washington quarter has reached an incredible $535,700. Top 4. The story of the 1982 D Washington quarter is a tale of history, craftsmanship, and unexpected fortune. Imagine holding a small yet powerful piece of American heritage in your hands, a coin that millions passed through daily transactions, yet only a few recognized its true worth. This quarter, minted in Denver in 1982, carries not just the image of the nation's first president, but a legacy that stretches back to the very foundations of the United States. From its creation to the rare specimens that have surfaced in recent years, this coin has captivated collectors and enthusiasts alike, with one particular piece fetching an astonishing price of $515,700. But before we reveal how this happened, let's dive into the fascinating journey of the Washington quarter, and what makes this specific 1982 D variant so special. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, honoring George Washington on the 200th anniversary of his birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and soon became a staple of American currency. With its clean yet bold design, it was an instant classic. The obverse features a striking left-facing portrait of Washington, his gaze steady and his presence dignified. The word, Liberty, arches above his head, while the national motto, In God We Trust, sits to his left. Below his profile, the year of mintage is inscribed, ensuring each coin's place in history. The reverse, a symbol of American strength, showcases a majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing both military readiness and the nation's desire for peace. United States of America and E pluribus unum proudly frame the image, while the denomination, quarter dollar, anchors it below. For decades, the Washington quarter was struck in 90% silver, but by 1965, rising silver prices forced a change to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This transformation allowed the coin to remain in circulation without the economic burden of rising metal costs. By 1982, however, another change took place that would make this particular year's quarters unique. due to a recession and budget constraints, the U.S. Mint decided to halt the production of uncirculated mint sets, which meant that collectors who typically acquired pristine examples directly from the mint had no choice but to find them in everyday circulation. This decision had a significant impact on the quality and availability of well-preserved 1982 quarters, making high-grade specimens incredibly difficult to find today. The Denver Mint, which struck the 1982 D Washington quarter, played a crucial role in producing coins for the western United States. Identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse, these coins were released into general circulation and used in everyday commerce. Since most people were unaware of their future collectability, few were saved in pristine condition. Over time, the vast majority of these quarters suffered the usual wear and tear of circulation, scratches, dings, and fading details that reduced their numismatic value. However, for those lucky enough to find a well-preserved example, the rewards have proven to be extraordinary. What sets the 1982 D Washington quarter apart is the difficulty in locating one in high-grade condition. While millions were minted, finding one with a sharp strike, original luster, and minimal marks is a rare challenge. The absence of mint sets that year meant collectors didn't have a ready supply of uncirculated coins, so the few that survived in exceptional shape became highly sought after. Those fortunate enough to have kept a pristine 1982 D quarter unknowingly held on to a hidden treasure. Fast forward to today, and the numismatic world continues to be fascinated by this coin. Collectors and investors alike hunt for high-quality specimens, knowing that their scarcity makes them highly valuable. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, have graded thousands of these quarters, but only a handful have achieved the top-tier grades required to command significant premiums. Among them, one particular 1982 D Washington quarter stood out above the rest, shocking the coin collecting community when it went to auction. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: just how much can a rare 1982 D Washington quarter be worth? In a record-breaking auction, one extraordinary specimen, graded in nearly perfect condition, sold for an unbelievable $515,700. Yes, a simple quarter, once worth just 25 cents, skyrocketed in value due to its rarity, pristine preservation, and collector demand. This incredible sale proves that treasures still exist in everyday change, waiting to be discovered by those who take the time to look. So, before you spend that next quarter, take a closer look. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Top 5. The year was 1966, a time of transformation in America. The country was in the midst of great social and political change, but for coin collectors, something else was happening: the minting of a unique and often overlooked treasure, the 1966 Washington quarter with the elusive D mint mark. This coin, born in an era when silver had just been phased out of circulating quarters, holds a mysterious appeal, not just because of its historical significance, but because of the incredibly rare variety that has captured the attention of numismatists worldwide. Now, let's go back to the beginning. The Washington quarter had been introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin featured a right-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse, with the word "Liberty" inscribed above his head and "In God We Trust" positioned just to the left. Below the bust, the year of issue was prominently displayed. The reverse depicted a majestic eagle, wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, a powerful symbol of strength and peace. For decades, this design remained largely unchanged, a staple of American currency. By the mid-1960s, however, a dramatic shift was occurring in the world of coinage. The rising price of silver had made circulating silver coins more valuable than their face value, leading to widespread hoarding. As a result, in 1965, the U.S. Mint made the historic decision to remove silver from dimes and quarters, replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This transition marked the end of an era, and the 1966 Washington quarter was part of the second year of this new, silverless coinage. But what makes the 1966 Washington quarter with a D mint mark so special? Here's where things get interesting. Officially, the U.S. Mint did not produce any quarters with mint marks in 1965, 1966, or 1967. This was part of an effort to discourage coin hoarding and speculative collecting during a time of widespread coin shortages. All quarters from these years were meant to be minted without identifying marks that indicated where they were struck. Yet, against all odds, a small number of 1966 Washington quarters have surfaced with a D mint mark, a marking that should not exist. This has led to countless theories and speculation among collectors. Some believe these coins were part of an experimental run at the Denver Mint, perhaps struck accidentally with old mint mark dies. Others theorize that rogue mint employees intentionally created them, either as a mistake or as a deliberate numismatic curiosity. Regardless of their origin, the existence of these 1966 D Washington quarters makes them one of the rarest and most intriguing varieties in U.S. coinage history. Finding one in circulation would be akin to winning the lottery, an almost impossible stroke of luck. But for those who do come across one, the rewards are substantial. Collectors prize these coins for their rarity and the mystery surrounding their creation. Over the years, examples have surfaced at auctions, commanding astronomical prices. And now, here's the part you've been waiting for: the jaw-dropping value of one of these ultra-rare coins. One confirmed specimen of the 1966 Washington quarter with a D mint mark recently sold for an astonishing $795,700 at auction. That's right, nearly $800,000 for a single quarter. So, before you spend that loose change, take a closer look. That old 1966 quarter in your pocket might just be a life-changing discovery. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might be the next lucky person to uncover a hidden numismatic fortune.